Hello everybody, I'm Stefan from THUGFrames.com. I'm here to give you some info about the new little THUGWHOOP chassis that I've made. It's a printed circuit board, 2.4mm thick FR4, and it is really nice and strong. You know, yeah, you can break everything, but I'm pretty sure that, well, I've crashed the hell out of it, and it's done alright so far. So, but let's tell you a little bit more about it. Now, LEDs, addressable ones on each corner. It's got a place for your Velcro strap to attach. It's got 3 and 4 hole motor patterns. It fits. I've used on this one here, I've got the 1104s fitted already, but you can see from this here, if I hold this up underneath there, they fit perfectly, and your motor orientation for the wires as well is upheld. I've seen people twisting them around and all sorts to try and get, you know, some clean board, as it were, to get your fixings on, but to be quite honest, these are so small it just doesn't warrant it. So I've got quite a nice little pattern in there, which still means that you retain some strength, because I've designed this so that there's quite a bit of beef for the traces to run around this side of the arms. So I've enlarged them, and basically the stress forces should go through this way. Right, I've also built into the board, it's one of those, I've sort of made this so that you can fit sort of your Mobula 7s, your B2FPV stuff. Pretty much all of the whoops should be able to transfer straight across to the brushless ones I'm on about here. There's a connection on this side, your 5-volt signal and ground off to the LEDs, so you just tack a wire onto there and off to your board. And then you've got these connections here. Now I've made these, let's put the continuity meter on, just turn it over so you can see it this side. Now basically, if you solder in a block of pin headers in here, you can hard mount an RX of your choice. You don't have to use them all. You can, I've built in a bit of room so you can wiggle it side to side, and you can, you know, you can flip the side. I've got mine that way up actually, like that, and I only pick up the 3 connections. But basically these 4 connections, sorry, are carried on over to the other side of the board. So if you take your cable off of here, you can come up to your board here, which is quite a nice way, because then you haven't got the RX flapping around in the bottom, you know. You get quite a nice solid, show you, a nice solid. You see that underneath, right up in there? I don't know if that's, it's a bit hard to see, but down in that part there's the bind button, and it's accessible and job done. Now I've also made some little 3D files for holding batteries on. You don't have to just use the Velcro strap holder. You can, and these are BR, I'll stick these on Thingiverse later for download, but basically you can, you know, get a battery. Let's get a battery out of there, and your battery has got quite a nice secure mount screwed to the frame. Okay, right, back over here. I'm halfway through rebuilding this one because I crashed it into a tree. will put the footage up later, and I had to whack it out with a stick, so I broke my standoff. So I'm just going to replace the standoffs, and it should be good to go again. But this one, I've got quite a nice little crash reel on this one already, so you'll see some of them later on. Right, yeah, I've covered that, so you can see up under there how I've mounted it. I put the pin headers in, soldered them down. There we go. Board onto that. Now if you are like me and your RX had cable attached, just desolder, and then if you hold over the pins, you know, if you've got your pins in it and you hold them over like that, just apply a little bit of force and run your soldering iron up and down, it should sink down onto the pins. If you've got, take into mind that you might have to apply like a little bit of electrical tape or something at this end of your RX just to stop it touching on the pads this end. If it clears, it might not give you that hassle, you know. It's just one of those. I've just tried to make it so that most people could get some sort of like hard connection for your receiver, and it does work actually. It's quite nice. It's a lot better than flapping about. Right, so we've covered all that pretty much. Yep, so I tell you what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shut up, and I'm just going to finish this one off. And basically, if you see, you know, this is a case of like, that's the hardest bit, just mounting you've got to use your imagination. You don't have to do it like that. You can just bolt everything in and keep it flapping around in the wind. That doesn't matter at all. Stick a zip tie through there or something, drop done. Don't have to use any of these bits at all. They're just there if you want to. Right, without further ado, I'm just going to finish this one off, and you'll see the last bit come together. Right, let's move that up there. I might play some music for this bit. Don't know.